cars everywhere, that kind of thing. So I remember we get there, and right before we land, I mean, the flight attendant looks over at us. I remember we're getting on the plane. He looks at us. He goes like this, and the last guy getting in, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. He goes, CIA. We go, no, Marines.
He thought you were
Yeah, because
CIA
we were all
guys?
in suits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and so we sit down, and right before we land, he comes over, he looks at us, and we're all sitting in the same, kind of the same row, and he looks at us, and he goes, all right, gentlemen, he goes, looking straight, says, we're about to land, and you're about to step back 2,000 years. I'm going,
That's what he said to you.
that's what he said to us. And I look
Wow.
at him thinking, what the heck's he talking about? I'm looking out the window, it looks pretty, modern. So anyway, we get off the plane, and everybody starts walking towards these two big yellow lines because you got to go meet these shuttles, and they take you into the terminal. So we hop on these two lines, and then all of a sudden, these Iranian Pasdaran come out, and they start yelling something real quick, and everybody moves to this yellow line, and we're going, I think we need to go to that line. And but it was too late. The Pasdaran surrounded us, like four of them, and got us and said, we show them our passports. They says, come.
So that, like, nobody from the embassy came to meet you there?
Well, they couldn't come out to that part of the area of the airport.
Okay. And just for clarification,
Yeah,
the Pasdaran, was that like
Revolutionary Guard.
the Revolutionary
That's the
Guard,
Revolutionary Guard.
the Iranian Revolutionary Guard?
Correct.
They were called the Pasdaran at
That's
that
what
point?
that's what they called them, Pasdaran or Pasdarani.
But
Yeah,
they were part of the government at the time.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
So they weren't like, necessarily threatening or
not really. No,
okay.
they just asked. They were armed, and they just said, come
Okay.
with us."
So you followed them.
Yeah, so we followed them and went in, and they just asked us some questions, showed them our passports, and then and we didn't speak Farsi at the time because the time back then you used to be able to go. They'd send you to Foreign Service Institute or something like that if they wanted you to learn a language. I guess you
Yeah.
went for like 30 days or something like that, or we didn't have any of that. So they just pretty much asked what we're doing, where we're going, all that, and they kept us for like 45 minutes just hanging around. And we're going, what the heck? And everybody else already cleared out of the airport. So we're sitting there waiting. We're waiting for our bags to come. They finally let us go. We're waiting for our bag, and then finally they show up, and they'd gone through everything in our bags.
Really?
Yeah, stuffed our duffel bags, everything, stuffed everything back in. So we grabbed our stuff, and there's guys waiting for us out in the van, and it was a sergeant, and he was with the local driver, and they stuffed this van, and drove us through Tehran. I told you it was like a modern city back then,
Yeah.
like Denver back then in the mountains, Denver area, and they were building new buildings, and that kind of stuff. And you'd watch in there, they were using Mercedes as taxis.
Really?
Oh yeah, and then sports cars driving around all over the place.